Hey everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden.
Hi everybody, happy Monday. It's day 56 and we hope you had a really nice weekend. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for being here guys, and if you don't know, we're the Quarantine Gardeners. This is our daily video log of us being under quarantine and still getting stuff done in our garden. Hey guys, before we get started here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our newest videos that come out.
So if you joined us yesterday, we showed you how we hardened off our new seedlings and we just got back from putting those outside. So our new project for today is we're going to take some more lavender cuttings.
We're going to take new lavender cuttings because we haven't seen any roots yet on the ones we took 4 weeks ago. So we're going to try and take some more cuttings, but we're going to take some really new growth, some really new tissue, super soft from what we took last time, which had some harder tissue on it. So okay guys, so here are the cuttings that we took 4 weeks ago. We've got some in soil and then we've got some in water. Now we had the idea to cover the water as much as we could with either a towel or something else so we could get that darkness around the roots so it would mimic the same thing that the cuttings are getting in the soil, which is almost complete darkness. So we thought that might trigger rooting in these guys. But so far, nothing from these guys. In fact, they've actually grown small leaves underneath the water. Kind of cool, a little weird, but totally unexpected.
This is definitely an experiment for us. And as you can see, we did 6 cuttings in soil and 6 in water.
No roots yet, but we still got about 2 or 3 weeks to go, and hopefully we'll see roots by then on these original cuttings. But so today we're gonna go take some new cuttings, so let's go take those. So guys, we're out here again in front with our lavender plants out here. They're nice and lush. They've had a flush of growth over the last couple weeks since we've been out here. And so we thought, why not come out and get some new cuttings, because we've got this nice soft tissue. The tissue we took was some softer tissue, but it still was from over this past winter. This flush of growth is super soft and it's just really juvenile growth. So the whole premise is we take this juvenile growth and harness that for the cuttings to root, and hopefully it'll do that. So yeah guys, so when I say softer tissue, what we have here is, you can see this is nice and green. It grew from way down, further down here. This whole flush of growth, probably almost about 9 inches or so, 8 to 9 inches. This is all within the last couple of weeks. So we want to try and harness that juvenile tissue, that flush of growth and that energy to give us the roots that we want to develop in these areas where we have these leaves. These are the axils, and so this is where we want to make sure those nodes, that's where we want to get those roots to grow out of. So what we're going to do guys is we're going to take these cuttings, and if you don't know, if you haven't heard me say this all right, I really prefer these Corona classic cut hand pruners. These are my favorites. Just a quick plug, you'll find a link down below if you want to check them out on Amazon. So here we go. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to go down and I'm going to clip as much of that new growth as I can. And we're only going to selectively do this because we don't want to have holes in our canopy, in the shrub canopy here. So I'm just going to take our 6 cuttings from random places so it doesn't look like I took it all from one place and our plant looks too goofy later on. So guys, there's our 6 cuttings. Looking good. Let's go strip them and put them in the soil and start our next batch of lavender cuttings. So here's our cuttings. Here's where we're going to put them. Let's do this. So I'm going to take these, each one of these, I'm going to strip and just pinch off these leaves. And what I'm doing is I'm taking these leaves off so they don't rot underneath the soil where they're going to be. And so the plan is for the roots to come out of these nodes right here where the leaves were. So I'm going to take this, I'm just going to stick it in the soil. There you go. That one's done. Same thing here. Maybe I didn't need to trim off all of those that I just did on that other one, but we'll just do this one. There we go. That one's done. Let's stick her down in there. Looking good. Okay. Now this one, it's got a little bit closer node here. The nodes are closer than those other ones, but this still should. Now we've got 2 sets of nodes underneath the ground. That's good. That's a good thing. That'll give us more area for more root growth, more potential for root growth, which is always a good thing when doing cuttings. And so guys, just to make sure you understand what happened here is we have filled these pots beforehand We wet the soil down before we stuck these cuttings in because we wanted to make sure that there was a lot of moisture to wrap around and provide these plants with moisture. We didn't want to run the risk of not having that moisture around these plants. We got our new guys. Don't they look neat? They're so different too. That new growth. Look at the older growth that we took. You can see there's some, it's a little harder, it's a little bit darker. And then there's the newer growth that we were talking about before, but it was really just small stuff. And that was actually from last year. That was actually the growth from last year. And all of this actually was, but so this was the nicer looking growth that we talked about before. And now if you see this, look at all that new growth from this year. And this is all from last year. So this is going to be interesting. Harder wood, softer wood.
Okay, so you saw how we took some new lavender cuttings, and wasn't that a huge difference? The nice, tall, softwood cuttings. I'm kind of thinking those might root better than the old ones.
Hope so. Fingers crossed, everybody.
We'll be tracking and watching those over the next few weeks, up to maybe 6 or 7 weeks.
And again, guys, this is just an experiment. We're trying new stuff, seeing what happens. We encourage you to experiment in your own garden too, because why not? You're at home anyway. Try some new stuff. See what sticks, see what doesn't. It's fun.
It's really fun.
We hope this helped you in your own garden, maybe generates your own ideas, maybe give you a little bit of inspiration while you're under quarantine out in your garden. So guys, leave your comments and questions down below. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or give us that thumbs up to let us know we're doing a good job. Also, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our daily updated videos.
And with that, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for being here and watching, and we'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, day 57.
Till then, stay safe. We'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.